Smartwatches are everywhere these days, and there's a good reason for that. They help us stay connected, track our health, and make life a little easier without always pulling out our phones. Today we're looking at a smartwatch that's been getting a lot of attention as a budget-friendly yet feature-packed option, the Amazfit Bip 5. This is one of those watches that, at first glance, looks like it belongs to a much higher price bracket. And once you start using it, you begin to understand why people consider it one of the best value smartwatches on the market. So let's go through everything it does, how it feels day to day, and whether it truly makes sense for most people. Starting with what you notice the second you put it on, the screen. The Amazfit Bip 5 comes with a large 1.91-inch display. That's a big screen for a budget smartwatch, and it makes a huge difference when you're reading notifications, checking workout stats, or navigating menus. The colors are vibrant, and the interface feels responsive and easy to use. It's also a touchscreen, which makes everyday interactions feel intuitive. You don't feel like you have to squint or struggle to see your data, and for something you glance at throughout the day, that's a big plus. One of the things I've really liked about this watch is how comfortable it is. It's lightweight, doesn't feel bulky on the wrist, and you can easily wear it all day, whether you're at work, shopping, or sleeping. Under the hood, Amazfit has packed in a surprisingly broad set of health and fitness features. If you care about tracking your workouts, you're going to appreciate this. The Bip 5 supports 120+ sports modes, including things like running, cycling, swimming, and more. It also has intelligent recognition for some activities, meaning it can detect what you're doing and start tracking without you having to manually select anything. For people who like to understand their fitness trends, the watch offers heart rate monitoring, blood oxygen, SPO2, tracking, stress tracking, and sleep analysis, all through the Zepp app. It's a pretty complete set of tools for a watch at this price point. Another feature that surprised me is the GPS performance. The Bip 5 uses 4 positioning systems, that's GPS, GLONASS, Galileo and Bay-Go, which helps it get a more accurate location lock when you're running or doing outdoor workouts. It's not going to replace a dedicated GPS watch for ultra-serious athletes, but for most people it's very reliable. Now let's talk about connectivity and smart features because that's where budget watches sometimes struggle, but here it does quite well. The Bip 5 has Bluetooth calling support right from your wrist. That means you can see who's calling and even answer or reject calls without touching your phone. That's a feature you often see in pricier smartwatches, and it's nice to have it here too. There's also Amazon Alexa built in, so you can interact with your voice assistant directly from your wrist, something that a lot of people find useful for quick reminders, whether checks, timers, or basic queries. Notifications in general work smoothly. You get text alerts, social media notifications, calendar reminders, all delivered clearly to the watch. And because the screen is large, it doesn't feel cramped or hard to read. Battery life is one of the standout points here. Amazfit claims up to 10 days on a typical usage cycle, and that's exactly the kind of experience people want from a smartwatch. You can charge it once and forget about daily recharges, which makes it way more convenient than some smartwatches that need charging every night. I used it for a whole week with workouts, notifications, GPS tracking and sleep monitoring, and I still had plenty of battery left before I needed to plug it in. That's real-world stuff, not just ideal lab conditions. One of the things I personally enjoy about this watch is how it feels like a real smartwatch without demanding that you spend a ton of money. The display is big and enjoyable, the watch faces are highly customizable, you can even upload your own photos, and navigating through the menus feels smooth and responsive. One detail that's worth mentioning is the Zepp OS 2.0 ecosystem. This is the software that powers the Bip 5, and while it's not as deep or advanced as something like Wear OS or Watch OS, it covers all the basics really well. You have fitness data, health insights, widgets, apps, and customization all within a single, easy-to-use interface. Now, some people online have mentioned that GPS locking can take a few seconds, and you might notice that here and there during workouts. That's not unusual for watches in this range, but the fact that it's as accurate as it has still impressed me. Another small detail people appreciate is how many watch face options you get. With 70+ styles available, you can switch between sporty, elegant, minimalistic or information-heavy designs, depending on how you use the watch. This is something that makes it feel more personal. You're not stuck with a generic layout, and you can make the watch fit your own style. So who is the Amazfit Bip 5 really for? If you're someone who wants a smartwatch that looks good, tracks your fitness reliably, lasts a long time on a single charge, and doesn't break the bank, this hits that sweet spot. It's great for students, everyday fitness enthusiasts, people who use notifications constantly during the day, or anyone who wants a big, easy-to-read display with solid features. It's also a solid choice if you're just starting with smartwatches and want something that covers the basics and more, without making you feel shortchanged. Of course, if you're chasing premium features like advanced mapping, offline music storage, or super refined metrics, there are more expensive watches out there that go deeper. But for most people, the combination of screen, battery, fitness tracking and smart features is more than enough, and that's exactly why this model has gained a lot of attention. Amazfit has built a reputation for delivering great value, and with the Bip 5, you're getting a feature-rich smartwatch at a price that won't make your wallet cringe. So yeah, if you're looking for a budget smartwatch with a big screen, long battery life, solid fitness and health tracking, and everyday smart features, this is a very strong option. Check the links below to see current pricing and availability.